Hey everybody, Old Man Robertson here. Today we're going to be making one of these layered Back to the Future DeLoreans that I designed. I'm going to get set up and show you a little bit about what I do in Lightburn and show you a little bit about the laser, and we'll get it going. Alright, so first up, I am using Lightburn for the software. Today I'm using the XTool D1 Pro 20 watt laser, and I've already got my two different images pulled up here, and you can see we got the two different layers set up. Here's my settings for the different components. And what I'm going to do is this cut line, the cut lines, I want to go ahead and turn those off right now. We don't want to output those. We just want to do the engraving for the moment. Like I said, I designed this set of files. This is 2 of the 5 layers. I've already got the back layer cut. It's just a one solid cut piece in the overall outline. We'll show you how it all goes together here in a little bit. This is the next 2 layers up. So Lightburn is set up and ready. So we're going to go up here. Here's the laser. This again, this is the D1 Pro 20 watt. I've got it in the enclosure. You see I've got a camera there, but it does not work because the enclosure is not tall enough. I do have the risers on the legs, and I've got blocks under the honeycomb to raise it up. That way all I have to do is take the honeycomb out, move the blocks, and I can set the rotary up and be up and running with it in just a matter of a couple of minutes. These light strips, LED light strips that are on the inside, I got those off of Amazon, and those were a real game changer. They really make a difference. You can see I've already got a piece of 3mm basswood taped in place. I just used the blue painter's tape to hold it down. Haven't had any problems yet. I have already framed to get it lined up pretty well, but just to show you what that does, I'm going to go over here and click the frame button. And it'll trace the outline of the whole double image. Now that is without the cut lines. That's just the engravings. So everything's looking good. We're going to go ahead and drop the lid. I'm going to come back over. It's always good to do a preview. It's optimizing, figuring things out. And there you see, without the cut lines, that's what we're going to have. Estimated time 21 minutes to engrave these 2 layers. So just come down and click OK. Back on the main screen. Let's come over and start. And it's going to optimize again. Figure out the best path. And it's important to note that your layers over here, however you've got them lined up, that's what's going to engrave first. So you see that bottom one, C27, that is the cut line. We've got it turned off right now. We're just doing the engraving. And the reason for that is that we do not have the air assist on. And now the engraving has started. You can see a little bit through this dirty lens cover here on the top. I'll lift the flap up here and let you look. first image. It's moved over to the second one, and we'll be back shortly. Alright guys, so as you can see, I've got a little bit of variation here. They don't look the same. I recently upgraded Lightburn and lost all my settings. Thought I had them wrote down, but apparently I had written them down wrong, so I'm going to do some adjustment, and we'll start with a fresh sheet of plywood and we'll try again. Alright guys, tweaked my settings and ran it again, and as you can see, it looks much better this time. So now we're going to go back to the computer, and now we will go over here, and on the outputs for the engraving, we'll turn all of those off, and we'll turn the cut lines on. So now all of the images won't engrave this time, it'll just do the cuts. Close the lid, and now for this, we'll turn the air assist on to full. There's the air assist pump. What that'll do is just help it cut through cleaner. We're going to come down, and nothing's changed, nothing's moved. We're going to go ahead and hit start. Coding is, of course, much slower than the engraving. I think right now I'm using a speed of 6 millimeters per second at 100% power to do these cuts. You can see the smoke rolling. Good time. Be back in a couple minutes. Alright, cutting is done, so let's see what we got. Little trick here. Since we're doing multiples, I just threw my magnets in the floor. Sorry for the lighting, I'm working in the basement, down in the dungeon. Set the magnets in place, and then you can lift the whole thing out and be able to put the next one right back in where it was. So we got a good clean cut. A good clean cut. And a third. Tape is losing its stick. I'm gonna have to get some fresh tape and another sheet of wood. I'll be right back. Alright, we got a new piece of wood in, taped down. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over to our art library, bring up number 2. Wait, scratch that, undo that. Let's regroup this one. And we're going to regroup this one. To do that, you can start at the bottom corner. When you drag to the right, anything that it touches will go will be selected. So you just group it back, and hello, Bubby. This is Bubs. He's my helper. He likes to make sure I'm doing it right. Say hello, Bubs. So we'll go back here. We've got those grouped now. Now we will bring in the second one. Click on it. No. Bring it down. Make sure that it's lined up same. You can see it's not. So we'll bring it over. Now it's lined up the same as the other one was. So now we can select the other one and delete it. Go back up, grab this one, click on it, move it up. It is not lined up the same either. So we bring it over and make sure it's lined up the same. We click on the old one, delete it. That's why we wanted to group them first. So now we've got two fresh ones lined up in exactly the same spot as the other two were. Now, on the machine, and we're going to get ready and click frame. Now, to frame it, it should line up just right. Okay. I've lost my chair. So we're going to go over here. I'm going to drag these. If you notice, the cut line at 6 and 100 is in the middle. So we want to drag this one up to make sure the cut line is last. We're going to turn it off. And then we're going to hit start. And there she goes. Alright, that's the end of it. Let's see what we got. Clean cuts on the outside. looks good. So there it is. A little hard to line it up with one hand, but so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 layers. Start with the base. And you just build it one layer at a time. A little bit of scorching there on Marty. No big deal. Real light sanding will take care of that. Couple of little specks of tape to peel off. And there it is. 5-layer time machine. The DeLorean from Back to the Future. You can see it. Gives it that depth. The only thing left to do is glue it together and put a hanger on the back of it. I won't bore you with that. It's just a real simple process. Put the glue on the back side around the edges and then set it on the layer below it. Once you get them all 5 glued together, set it on a nice flat surface and put a weight on it, a good heavy book or something like that, stack of boards, anything just to clamp it down. And that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, and hey guys, just a quick note on these. The physical product is for sale on my Etsy shop, and I will be putting the file itself up as a digital download in probably in the next few days. Thanks guys.